up to the wise brother Alim Bey. Leave it up to the wise brother Alim Bey to put it in context. I had to turn off my cousin's commencement recording after I saw her across the stage because I started getting nosy. Like, let me see what's down here, and I actually saw this, but I'll go back to it later. I just literally just saw her walk across the stage. She looks so beautiful. Anyway, that's big enough. So leave it to Alim Bey to put it into context. This is what's his name? All right, let me mute it first because I'll just replay it. Oh, it doesn't say. Oh, right there. Asaru Alim Bey, Dr. Alim Bey. So I'm sure it doesn't really matter what piece, he probably did. Asaru Ali, and this is his wife, Khadija El Bey. I'm sorry, no. Khadira. I think that's his wife. Why wouldn't it be? Why wouldn't it be his wife? El Bey, especially, the fact that they are bays, I guess. I don't know. Anyway, just listen. And it is true, the ego does have to be tamed when you're amongst the conscious like that. And we don't leave each other alone. We so like to get the toxic energy and make a stew out of that sucker. We better need to stop doing that. We need to save that for the rural area, not the urban setting. We so need to save that formula for listen, y'all, for places like where Pastor Dow has his ministry, for the rural area, not in the urban setting, folks. Seriously. It's not right. And by the time you're 20 or 25 and you did it when you was a kid, as I did when I was a child, then you shouldn't stay at home. You should damn sure move. And that's what I did. I went off to college and I had to go back home. And then I'm going for good, hopefully. Oh, I'm going for good. There's no way I can go back there. You know what I mean? Now I'm free because honestly, no matter what happens, I don't have to stay home. I could travel the world. We could travel the world. We could stay here. We could move. It doesn't matter. After COVID, I'm good. Okay, they said my item shipped early. That means puppy wuppy. I think you're about to get your bony wony. Your bone. So I'm sorry, but I'm going to make this video short because I am not getting dressed just to make a daggone video. I'm just going to play the first 10 minutes maybe. Just listen to it. I didn't know all of these people. I didn't know about Golden Beauty getting her house shot at. I'm going to say that one more time. I didn't know about Golden Beauty getting her house shot at. See? It's too bad, yo. You shouldn't have moved to Texas. Daniel, Marshall, whatever your name is. You should have moved to her home state, which is California. You need to pipe the fuck down. You really fucked up. But you know what? I probably have done worse than you, fuck-ups than you. Because I damn sure was around some really smart, wise people in college, and I didn't need to be around their asses. Anyway, I'm going to press play.
You know the new one, Peace and Purpose. Yeah. Yes. That's from our homegirl and cousin. Indeed.
It's 91 degrees, so y'all.
What's going on?
It's hot.
Well, Kevin Samuel just passed. Allegedly from Red Bull and Viagra. All right, so what's going on in the conscious community? Well, Kevin Samuel just passed. Allegedly from Red Bull and Viagra. At least that's what is being alleged. R.I.P. R.I.P. Um, POLIGHT been brought up on charges, as you know, for molestation, and you know everybody was on that for a minute. Now you have young Pharaoh who got arrested for shooting at his baby mother's home. We have Nature Boy who just got arrested at his baby mother's home. Young Pharaoh who got arrested for shooting at his baby mother's home. We have Nature Boy who just got arrested also. We have also Rashad Jamal who also got arrested. So there's a lot of arrests that is taking place.
I mean, since I'm doing this video, I would like to add to his information that he just listed that the only person will be Rashad Jamal, who has come out to claim that he's innocent of those charges, that the accusations that he's, that he's already been arrested, however that works and whatnot. I just want to make that clear. He's came out, he said that he did not do, he's innocent. The rest of them are not innocent. Kevin Samuels, you are not innocent from drinking Red Bull and taking Viagra in bad health or at an old age. At too late in life. Rest in peace, much respect. And I love to see when y'all finish whatever you was trying to do. Cause hey, whatever. I'm just gonna stop talking, yo. I'm gonna stop talking. Just
in the so-called conscious community.
Rest in peace, Kevin Samuels. That's all I have to say.
Happening. We're looking at the ego. The ego has to be tamed. When you come into this type of information and knowledge, you have to have teachers, somebody in which that can help you along the way, so that you can better yourself as you begin to start teaching. That's just some of the rules and some of the things in which that the high priests have to deal with. And nobody is perfect. Best believe that. Mm-hmm. I'm not perfect, but I do strive to make adjustments and corrections on a daily basis because I want to be perfected. All right, so it's real simple. We have our June event that's coming up, June 17th, 18th, and 19th. And we need for y'all to come on out, check us out. All right?
We've been having fun, too. Because we have a local tribe that's honorable and righteous.
Right.
We even had a birthday party for one of the guys. We're having another one this week. So if you want to come out, come through. Anybody who comes, we just all just be ready for it.
Right,
so that'd be awesome.
Right, no doubt. And so, we're talking about conscious community. And Baba Phil Valentine technically is the one in which that coined that particular phrase. So we don't work from that. Now, of course, you have people saying the woke community, or etc. It's real simple. I'm going to do an extensive knowledge, research, study on what is going on in the so-called conscious community, because we had 2 years of this COVID shit, okay? And these 2 years have taken a toll on our people mentally. Mm-hmm. We got...
Y'all wasn't ready for this motherfucker. I am so ready now.
Showing weapons. And
yeah.
My wife put this video up.
Did y'all hear about that? I am so ready now. I even heard that they're not accepting vaccines. They don't care if you got the vaccine. Only place that I heard that's requiring it is Ghana. If you don't have the vaccine, they don't let you in. Any other country, and I'm talking about around the world, I've heard that they don't care if you have the vaccine or not. They do not show it to them. Anyway, did y'all hear about this 13-year-old child that had a weapon?
See it. Y'all didn't see it, but I'm gonna show it to
Right.
y'all.
She's gonna put this up. But she's put it up on Facebook. If y'all have our Facebook page, you will see the actual video of these 13-year-olds, 14-year-olds, in elementary and high school.
Here you go right here.
You know, and they got more weapons than a little bit.
We're not even gonna play like that for no break. Y'all see them killers in here?
Ain't pipes in the bitch. See how the children got the guns? You see how the children got the guns? Why do the kids have the guns? Amongst our people. Why? Retarded sounding. I know I sounded retarded when I was a child. They told me. I don't understand this shit.
All right, so, and this actually is like a school right down the street from us, technically. So
that's not the story I heard about.
Right.
Every weekend.
Right. So this is what we're supposed to be doing to uplift the phone from us, technically. So
we hear them kill each other.
Right.
Every weekend.
Right. So this is what we're supposed to be doing to uplift the fallen humanity.
But it seems like the conscious community has elevated themselves with this information to the point where they are so angry that they're being mistreated. And the anger is consuming them. It's like it's eating them because they can't touch who they're angry with.
Right.
So they're taking it out on, obviously, their children. Because the children feel like they got to fight.
And they taking it out on each other. Right. And this is what is going on. You know, we have...
That's always been like
people
that.
Around us. Yeah. But then when something happens, some dumb shit happens, you know, it shows us who are the betrayers. You know, Jesus had a betrayer. His name was Judas. You know what I'm saying? Everyone has a betrayer. So the thing is that you have to look at this from a rational level, you know. My wife and I, we've been betrayed. You know what I'm saying? On several occasions.
It made us better, yo. For real.
Right, but it made us better.
I was right here naive as
you know.
But shoot, what don't make you weak? I mean, what don't kill you definitely make you stronger.
Right.
And this whole thing's about becoming stronger mentally.
Mm-hmm.
Because we all have flaws that we have to work on a daily basis. You know, and the mastership of this comes through the science of breath. You know, the resurrection of Kundalini. You know, this is really what this is. So we're talking about the Christ being resurrected to ascend to God, to Godhood, which is at the crown, the pineal gland. You know, this is what really is supposed to be taking place right now. We're supposed to be the X-Men on planet Earth. But instead, we're acting like, as I would say, bitch asses.
What did I say in my video this morning? I said I mentioned the mutants, didn't I? Yeah, I'm on the mutant side. A
lot of complaining, a lot of wanting to get into debates about information and subjects in which that you was not privy to, nor did you have an eyewitness account to. You know, a lot of things in which that, you know, is going on, in which that actually shouldn't be going on if you claim to be conscious. All right? Me talking about what is going on in the conscious community is because there's a spiritual aspect in which that is taking place. I told y'all 2 years ago, I was the first to tell you that Beetlejuice, all right, or Betelgeuse, as it is called, energy is coming to planet Earth. And then after that, you had many who were saying that the sun was sending mega flares, super flares, all right, solar flares, as it is called, bombarding the planet Earth. All right, so our sun is acting as a magnifying glass for the energies, for the cosmic energies, for the energies that is coming from Betelgeuse. All right, this is what is taking place. So we have
Betelgeuse.
to make corrections, or otherwise we'll suffer the consequences, such as we're seeing what is taking place in the so-called conscious community with the people getting arrested and, and so forth and so on. So we want to better ourselves. We want to be the best part of ourselves. We want to reach our higher selves. All right?
And that's what enlightenment used to mean.
Used to mean. Right.
But it's definitely got away from that. I remember about maybe 3 years ago, I had posted on Facebook because I had a conversation with some close people.
Wait, sister. Wait a minute. I just want to add something. I think after her comment, I'm going to just turn the video off and watch this later. But, you see the title of the video. It's documented. There it is. And what was I going to say? I was going to say, damn, what was that thing called? Loop current. Since the brother brought up the Betelgeuse, he says that the energy that the earth is going through is actually coming from Betelgeuse. He said Beetlejuice. But you don't spell it that way. Ay, coño. Now, I want to throw in there that I just saw Lisa Cabrera's news video about the hurricane season, and the title says something about loop current and hurricanes. So she said that ever since Katrina, even though we know about the levees and they blah blah blah, doesn't matter. To be honest with you, ever since Katrina, they have been paying attention to loop currents that occur before the hurricane season kicks off. So this is May, right? So I'm assuming that hurricane season is like next month, I guess, starts. I don't know when it starts, but it's about to begin. And it'll go all the way till November the 1st. I mean, Hurricane Sandy was after Halloween, I think. Wait a minute. No, was it? I don't remember, but it was that late. Hurricane Sandy, it tore up New York City. It was pretty late. Let's take a look at what the little dogs are chewing. She's mature enough to keep his behind in check. Because I don't trust him in that. And so, that's interesting, Oh, this is what I want to say. The Haitians last year with the whole, I think, what did they have last year? Did they have an earthquake last year? And they were stuck in Texas, and they had money to get back to Haiti. I think they were given money and sent back to Haiti. So the Haitian, that reminded me of Haiti. And we remember the earthquake of 2011, from Haiti's earthquake of 2011. And I always think of that place when I think of Beetlejuice or Betelgeuse because of voodoo, because of dang, I forgot the person's name. Because of the god. It's not Papa Legba. It's Jeez Louise, not the key holder, not the man with the crossroads. Because of, what is his name? His wife's name is Madam. I forgot. Y'all look it up. The dead, the ones of the dead. His wife's name is Madam something, and they're the god of the cemetery. They're the god of the cemetery and like voodoo and whatever. Just look it up, all right? and her color is purple and black, I think, or something like that. And their name I can't remember right now. Boo, 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 Madam. They got the same last name. Their husband and wife. They're the god of the grave, of the underworld. Okay, so I wanted to throw that in there. Now, after her comment, I'm just gonna shut the video. I can't take a nap, but I can just pretend like it's not that hot. I can pretend, and that's about it.
But it's definitely got away from that. I remember about maybe 3 years ago, that's what enlightenment used to mean.
Right.
But it's definitely got away from that. I remember.
Want to reach our higher selves.
Good.
All right.
And that's what enlightenment used to mean.
Right.
But it's definitely got away from that. I remember about maybe 3 years ago, I had posted on Facebook because I had a conversation with some close people, and they were like, listen, we don't deal with when people say they're conscious, we don't deal with them. Several brothers were like, look, I don't even want no conscious woman. I just want a regular
woman. You should have the consciousness, and you should just teach her. If y'all can't communicate,
it's like people use their knowledge in order to hurt people.
Yep.
Yeah.
We got a call one time, and the family was talking about how grandfather died because he was so stressed out that some Moors came after they had been on their family land for over 10 years with information in order to seize their home.
Happens all the time.
Grandfather was so stressed out about it that he died.
Happens all the time.
You know,
let's stop acting like that's not typical for our people. When death like that. Look at what happened to Kevin Samuels last year. He was nothing but a toxic masculine man. Taking shots at women. That's all he was last year. And that happens a lot just before a person is ready to pass on. Then he finally calmed down this year. Notice that his video, take a look at his interview with DJ Vlad that just aired after his death. After his death. It was an excellent interview. This is why I'm saying I like Kevin Samuels now, because that's what that was. That's what last year was. And look what it did to certain people, families, and certain people's lives and stuff. Kevin Samuel could say that he's being told all the time, you saved my marriage. That's fabulous. Great for you. Fuck that. But there's other people that were affected in the adverse way by the same person. That's just I guess you call it the dialectic or the law of the, that's just how things go in life. That's what it is. You know what I'm saying? You shift the energy. You know what I'm saying? When I don't know really anybody that's pure enough not to make consequences in both directions, negative and positive. I don't know people like that. Black people, we ain't like that. So let's stop pretending like, what she just said about the elder that passed away because of stress of somebody robbing, because of stress of Moors robbing the elder of his property. That's always. It's a cycle. It's a not always. Let me take that word out. It's a what's the word I'm looking for? I don't know. But it happens. It's not, you know what I'm saying? It happens. It's just that it's been a long time since it's been like that. You understand? We just used to the government stealing it from us. Nah. Niggas, people do it to people do it to each other too. Alright? And the conscious, whatever, all that. All that. It happens. I do want to make that note. And you see how I brought in the whole loop current thing with I wish I knew their names, but the fact that I can't get their names, it says a lot. All right, I'll go further with these ancestors that are the gods of the dead. They are associated with like the tobacco or cigars and stuff and liquor and a metal quarter or whatever. I did a ritual for him in this Woodlawn Cemetery on East 233rd Street and Webster Avenue for them. But they're associated with the numbers. With the numbers. With the matrix. With the numbers. Let me not say the matrix, but with the numbers. The codes. Like your phone number, your zip code, area code, the numbers. You know what I'm saying? And which means gambling. Okay, which means gambling. And that covers. I'm not going. I mean, I want to say it because we're all. I think we're all from New York here. I think these. I don't. I would assume they probably. She probably is also from where he's from. I think he may be from Brooklyn. He may not, but he sound like one of us. He sound like we're from the same city. But anyway, he's clearly a northerner. So I want to say it. The numbers game. The numbers game. The numbers game. Matter of fact, I'll go further. I'll go even further since I brought up the Haitians with the god of the underworld and his spouse and his consort. Leon told me that nowadays the numbers game is actually run by the Dominicans. Alright? That's like in Wood Hill, Washington Heights, the western side of New York City. West Bronx, you know, West Manhattan, like that. And Northwest Manhattan, whatever. And I guess I messed up by saying that, but who cares, right? Jeez Louise, did I really? All right, back to what I was saying. They're run by the Dominicans. Now, Dominicans and the Haitians are sharing a really, really tiny island together called Hispaniola. And they have issues with each other. And the freaking Dominicans oppress the Haitian people. Alright? You could look that up on Henry Louis Gates' documentary on PBS. I think he goes into it. How they don't go into how they exploit the Haitians, but he only shows he tells a lie about what the situation is. But you could go further, and he has different. It's not just one documentary. It's actually like 4 parts to it. Something like that called, just look it up. I don't remember the name of it. It's about 10 years old, maybe. And then you go do your research. Nah, son. They warring with one another. So I just brought that up. That's why I know what I'm talking about. That's why I know what I'm saying is the truth. Because of that's how I know what I'm saying about people stealing properties deeds from one another and property from one another. That's not really new for us. It's just that it's been a long time since it's been going on. We actually had a respite of that, and it's good. Now, hopefully, that won't, you know what I'm saying? It won't flip like, you know what I'm saying? But it's a sign for people to see what the future. It happens all the time. It's actually a cycle for us. It's actually a cycle for us, folks. And I'm not surprised that they said it was Moors that stole the property from the elder. I want to say that's usually how it goes down, but how would I know? But I wouldn't be surprised. Anyway, I'm pretty much finished. What I'm going to do is after she makes her comment, I'm just going to simply just press the X and end the video. I'm going to say peace, and that's all I'm going to say. All right? That's all I'm going to say. I'll let her re-say it again, and that's that.
People, they were like, listen, we don't deal with conscious. When people say they're conscious, we don't deal with them. Several brothers were like, look, I don't even want no conscious woman. I just want a regular woman. I'm just like,
yeah, conscious woman doesn't need you.
But then when I started seeing, it's like people use their knowledge in order to hurt people.
Yes.
We got a call one time, and the family was talking about how grandfather died because he was so stressed out that some Moors came after they had been on their family land for over 10 years with information in order to seize their home, put a lien on their home. Grandfather was so stressed out about it that he died. You know, and it was just like, wow. So we really are using this information to hurt each other.
Yes.
How is that going to work?
It's not.
We have an obsession. We have an obsession with not allowing the state or the sitting government to handle our legal issues. We have a habit of that, and it's very stupid. And so now we govern ourselves in a first world country, and this is the chaos that goes on. And if people don't change their psychology, it's already 2022. If people don't change their psychology, it will not stop.
The scriptures.
You can't blame all of it on eminent domain, now can you?
If you ditch, you might as well dig two.
Dig one for yourself.
Dig one for yourself.
Right.
That's exactly what's going to happen, because that's the law of karma. You might not want to believe in karma, cause and effect, but best believe the shit exists.
That is so true. People in the conscious community got audacity to act like, especially when people are doing the blood sacrifice and stuff like that, they feel like they untouchable. Like they can just hurt.
They're untouchable because what they keep doing is rituals in which that is lesser sciences, lesser magic. You have high magic or higher magic, and you have low magic, lower magic. Lower magic attempts to jam a frequency.
Right.
Like if you got a radio station and you can overlay your frequency onto that particular frequency and yours come out. This is what they keep doing, is rituals in order to stave off karma, cause and effect. But eventually the shit catches up.
That's right.
And rather, if you want to say it catches up at death, and then if your monkey ass got to reincarnate, then you really get some shit going on. All right? Because we're talking about having some type of illness, disability. All right? We're talking about all these types of things that happens, but people don't care about none of that shit, as long as they're getting what they can get right here and now. But I can tell you for a fact that this shit is real. The ancestors are real. All right? We build with the ancestors. We see the ancestors. We smell the ancestors. They come to our dreams. All right? They ring doorbells. They do all types of things in order to get your attention. All right? So you might think that you are doing something that is special and that is out the way and that you are untouchable, but you're not. You're not.
Now, most of the people that we deal with, though, especially, the people who patron and support us, it seems like they are striving for,
right.
Godship and goddess, to be gods and goddesses.
Right.
That's what I noticed.
Right.
The majority of the people are. So I just commend the subscribers that we have. I noticed that we are fighting in the chat.
Matter of fact, we call y'all the knowers.
Okay.
All right. My name is Aline, and it's the 19th attribute of Allah, which means the all-knowing. And I strive to know all things in existence, if y'all haven't noticed that. So I'm trying to live up to my name, all right? My nom de guerre, what is also referred to as indigenous appellation. I need for y'all to live up to your names too. All right.
And to teach.
Right.
Because that's what we have. That's what we came here to do. Like, we remembering our mission.
Right.
And, inspiring other people to remember theirs.
And think about it. I mean, these are young cats that is getting arrested. You know what I'm saying? I mean, how old is young Pharaoh? He's still in his 20s.
Yep.
How old is Nature Boy?
Talk about somebody copied him. That is so funny.
You know what I'm saying?
I'm like 5 years in the game. You know who you got your information from.
Right. Well,
but it's like no credit is given back.
Right. A lot of them have watched my videos. Body
slamming your queen. Like, no, you do not body slam your queen. And if that's what you're doing, then why you got a microphone teaching people? No wonder the conscious community is on this vibe. Because the teachers have not been worthy to even be in your face.
Yeah, and that's what we want to talk about. We got to master ourselves. All right, so let's go over some of the information which that deals with mastership. All right.
1414. If you want to know about dealing with information on mastership, 14 minutes and 14 seconds is the information right here. And all I was going to say is the consequences of self-government, government, you know, in a society like this. We live in a first world country. It really doesn't matter. Listen, us urban people, it is what it is. You know what it is. The suburban people, we don't hear about y'all. The rural people, black folks, we don't hear about y'all neither. But it's always us, and we know it. And self-governance in the first world country sounds dumb. Because you want to self-govern, you take that chaotic energy out into the rural area so you can reclaim your ancestors' land. But it's so much responsibility. I mean, to whom much is given, much is required. Then you would have to till the land. And you would have to be like Adam. And motherfuckers don't want to work. You know what I'm saying? Well, I do. I want to work. So I need to take a break and figure out how I'm going to cool down my body. So I got to go. Peace.